This is the 530 News on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Kent Lutzen. A relatively weak weather system is moving through north central Idaho and western Montana and will continue to do so through the evening. But with the very latest, let's go to meteorologist Russ Thomas with his first forecast. Russ.
Yeah, that's right. And one thing with this system is we've got two. We've got the one moving through right now, one that's coming tomorrow. The one coming tomorrow, much stronger. With this one, we are seeing some certainly some snowfall in north central Idaho and along the mountains of the Idaho-Montana border. But when it comes to the valleys of western Montana, as mentioned, it is not packing much of a punch. Again, tomorrow may be a little different story. Right now, 26 Kalispell, 23 in Polson, 24 degrees in Missoula. A lot of 20s out there, a lot of mid-20s. Satellite and radar, again, some snow moving through. We'll have more on the way for your Sunday and more on that coming up.
Thanks, Russ. Health and hearty food warmed the halls of the Broadway building as community members came out in full force to learn more about heart fitness. The 15th annual Heart Expo brought sponsored booths with information and gear, cheap blood tests, and even hosted lectures on a variety of topics ranging from cardiovascular health to non-invasive surgery. The Heart Institute offered $5 lipid cholesterol tests and a demonstration of examples of heart-healthy cooking. Community members could also educate themselves on the cutting-edge technology. Dr. Sho Schmoker delivered a lecture on the new technology that is making heart surgery less invasive.
Well, I think a lot of these technologies are new, so people don't know about them. So I think the more information they have when deciding what they want to do as far as their health care is important. So I think here a lot of thought is given into the patient's profile and what would be the best approach.
The Heart Institute's goal is to bring citizens, sponsors, and professionals together. For years, the Big Sky Film Documentary Festival has brought stories from around the world to Missoula. This February, over 170 films from 40 different countries are being shown, with some of them entering in competitions. 23 of the 35 films were world premieres, with many more showing for the first time in North America. The film My Country No More won the feature competition, and No Man's Land won the Big Sky Award. Short and mini doc winners were also automatically given consideration for Oscar awards. Executive Director Rachel Gregg says the sheer amount of submissions and the exceptional community support made this year's festival a challenge in the best way possible.
We had about 2,000 submissions this year, so that's a whole new level for us, and working through all of those films to come down to a final program was an exciting challenge, really. It's fun to be growing in stature in that way. It's fun to exhibit that our town is seeing a little bit of growth and change. People who come back to the festival year after year notice that, and they're curious about what's going on here.
The annual festival wraps up tomorrow. Imagine gathering with friends in front of a warm fireplace, sipping your favorite local craft brew, and sharing some gourmet chicken wings. Then the movie starts. That's the new entertainment option preparing to open in Missoula as AMC Theaters open the new Southgate Mall 9 this coming week. Dennis Bragg gives us a sneak peek.
If you're a fan of architecture like me, you've been itching to see the inside of the new theater at Southgate Mall ever since construction started over a year ago. Put quite simply, it's gorgeous, and there's nothing else like it in the region.
You look at the lobby, it does what it what the objective was, to kind of feel like it was part of the town. Way back in the early days, if you look at the lobby, it's very beautiful. You can look at the mountains, and you've got the fireplace behind me. So I think it kind of incorporates, the Missoula, beautiful scenery into the lobby area.
But in today's competitive entertainment market, you can't bring just any theater online. The Southgate Mall 9 is one of the AMC dine-in theaters. In fact, the first one in the Inland Northwest.
As a company, as AMC, we're very excited that we bring in this new concept to Missoula, especially the dine-in concept, where someone could come in, see a movie, get a dinner, and it's the whole package that they're going to get by coming here.
As someone who's been going to films my entire life, I never imagined a time when you'd be able to have all of this, the entertainment and the great eats, all under one roof. I mean, look at this. Whether you have chicken or one of the signature burgers or a more healthy option, dinner and a movie has a whole new meaning now in Missoula.
Where is all that scrumptious food coming from? Behind the lobby is a complete full-service restaurant kitchen where a trained food service staff are whipping up the sweet and savory stuff you've never had in a movie theater. When you kick back in the recliners in the auditoriums, you can hit the call button and a server comes right to you, customizing your order on the tablet, which is sent directly to the kitchen. Need a refill on your Coke? They've got the full assortment of drinks, and yes, popcorn too.
When the guest comes in, one, they could reserve, their tickets online, so they could pick already, their seats, before they even come to the theater. Then once they come in, they're going to have a full bar where they could get beer and wine. We're going to have a lot of local craft beers. And then once they proceed into the auditorium, they're going to have a server for the whole portion of the movie.
And the movies are going to look great with laser projection and the latest sound, whether you settle into the smallest 60-seat theater or the 250-seat auditorium with its wall-to-wall screen.
Back when I started in the company, it was the 35mm projectors and the old IMAX 70mm. To now, it's all digital and it's state-of-the-art. The sound is much clearer, and now we're having you could have dinner and see a movie at the same time. So it's very exciting for our industry.
And when I showed my wife the video and said it's too bad they didn't have this when we were dating, she started dropping hints about next week. Think she was trying to tell me something? Dennis Bragg, MTN News, Missoula.
Looks like Dennis will be going on a date on Monday. The new Southgate Mall 9 officially opens with a full slate of movies on Monday. And in national news, students from Marjorie Stone Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida will be allowed to return to their school for counseling Sunday. And as CBS News' Laura Podesta reports, new questions are being raised about the initial response to the shooting by some Broward County Sheriff's deputies.
The Broward County Sheriff's Office says it's investigating claims that 3 deputies did not go into Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School when they should have. CBS has learned Coral Springs police officers say they arrived at the school shortly after the shooting and found the deputies outside with guns drawn. A 4th deputy, school resource officer Scott Peterson, resigned this week. The sheriff said Peterson took a defensive position outside the school during the shooting. 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz is suspected of shooting and killing 17 students and teachers in under 10 minutes on Valentine's Day. On Sunday, students can return to school for counseling and an orientation.
We're going to try and get back to as normal as possible and really take care of the kids. That's the bottom line.
The shooting sparked intense debate about gun laws and school safety. President Trump has suggested tougher background checks and arming teachers. Florida's governor proposed raising the age to purchase an assault rifle to 21. Saturday, the congressman who represents Parkland, Florida, called for action.
Nearly 20 years since Columbine, we continue to suffer a mass gun violence problem that is uniquely American. The rest of the developed world has fixed this and saved lives.
Several companies are cutting ties with the National Rifle Association. United Airlines tweeted it's notifying the NRA that we will no longer offer a discounted rate to their annual meeting. Enterprise, Hertz, MetLife, and others have also ended relationships with the NRA. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School students are urging other companies to boycott the NRA. Alrighty, later in the show, Derek will break down divisional basketball scores across northwestern Montana. Plus, to help combat the lack of fresh feed for their livestock, some Montana ranchers are growing their grass indoors. Those details up next.